Si quieres harina, sé que estás muy buena y todo, pero el que juega con fuego se quema. Sabiendo que existen miles así de hermosas y así de nenas. Quieres que por un ratico me den castigo, me den condena. No estás pensando bien, un ratico me den castigo, me den condena. No estás pensando bien, un ratico me den castigo, me den condena.
La candela en el barrio más que gasolina. Pero mami veo como a ti te miran. Por eso yo me quedo quieto y tú bien tranquila. Yo no quiero nada de problema. Más tú tienes novio, no voy a tocar el tema. Tú estás bueno, pero tú ya mami queman. Por eso ya me fui en la Porsche
Si
para la mierda.
quieres harina, sé que estás muy buena y todo, pero el que juega con fuego se quema. Sabiendo que existen miles así de hermosas y así de nenas. Quieres que por un ratico me den castigo, me den condena. No lo estás pensando bien. A ese barco no me monto, te estoy certero. Nací pa' cantante, no fue por diosero. No me como restos de la otra gente. Esa muchacha tiene que tener la mente, pero en Marte. Si quieres de eso con solo abrazarme, que Dios cuide al que quiera enamorarte. Aunque es algo que la mayoría comparte. Yo me retiro, chico, porque no está bien. Después de esto, ¿cuál mujer le va a creer? Cuando me prometa por siempre serme fiel. Con este mundo ya no existe una mujer que yo quiera tener, chica, no está bien. Después de esto, ¿cuál mujer le va a creer? Cuando me prometa por siempre serme fiel. Con este mundo ya no existe una mujer que yo quiera tener. Si quieres harina, sé que estás muy buena y todo, pero el que juega con fuego se quema. Sabiendo que existen miles así de hermosas y así de nenas. Quieres que por un ratico me den castigo, me den condena. No lo estás pensando bien.
Me dicen pistolero, me llaman bandolero. Pero la verdad es que soy un marinero. Navego la vida sin problemas, soy sincero. Pana, yo tú sabes que comencé de cero. Me baño en refresco y solo porque puedo. Hago lo que quiero debajo de mi techo. Me baño.
Boom! How about that? How's everybody doing? Let's do a brief audio and visual check. You like that intro? New intro? New everything. Get a few things set up. Let's see. Yeah, you like the intro? Let's run it. Let's run it again. Let's run it again. I missed part of it. I'm running it again. Not too bad. Not too bad. I like it. Anyway, Kenny G, you already saw this. No, it's brand new. Brand new. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Waiting for that Nightbot to step into the chat. Where's that Nightbot? Where it is. Waiting. I don't think we're going to get to Nightbot. Play it again. I'm just going to keep playing it for the next hour and a half. Because the buck was on the other side. Good evening. Good evening, Dakota. Do you see it going to 500s? We'll go over the analysis in a minute. I'm going to have to do my own disclosure, risk disclosure. Oh, I need to start a union. Doing all this work, picking up the slack of the Nightbot. Nightbot showed up during like the day show. What the hell? All right. Well, there it is in the YouTube chat. There is the Top Step risk disclosure. As always, this is for educational purposes only. It's not a signals class. It's not financial advice. We know that. Let's get to these markets. What an interesting day. Yeah, hire you for a risk disclosure. Good evening, Coog. Nightbot about to have file unemployment. Yeah, Nightbot's. He's finished. It's finished. You want that job? I don't know how much the Nightbot makes, but whatever it is, it's too much. Whatever the Nightbot's making, it's too much. Do I know? Tuesdays is just me. Just me. Sunday nights and Tuesday nights, it's just me. No hoodie tonight. No night tonight. We're ready. We are wearing a red athletic. Hello from Utah, LOL. You moved to Utah, Phoenix? We want Jay. Jay has his at the buzzer, and he joins me Mondays and Wednesdays. Nightbot's on food stamps. Please, no more quote guests. Nope, it's just me tonight, and Sundays I'm going to do maybe some more technical. I think what my plan is, Tuesday nights, since it's just me, I'm going to be doing a special and focusing on more of a technical analysis. Technical analysis on Tuesdays nights, maybe more talking through technicals, more of a class oriented if I don't see any trade setups. Kenny G says, see you tomorrow. See ya. Bought gold. Bought gold. All right, let's review. Let's do a quick rundown of these markets. Start on the daily. And nothing's really changed. Nothing has really changed over the past few days. Like, look at this consolidation here on the daily. Just hovering right around 400. We're at 400 plus or minus 100 points. 400's the middle, basically. And we're consolidating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row, right? We call it Technical Tuesday. Yeah, I think that's a good one. I like that. But we rejected those 21,100s, immediately just had a ripping rally all the way back up to mid 500s. Sold off in the middle of the range, chopping. Good morning, Aaron. I traded gold today in the New York session, and it did not pan out for me. Actually, I lied. I did make a little bit of money. On gold. I'm going to review gold in just a moment. And looking to trade gold tonight, actually. So let's zoom into the hourly here in the Nasdaq. What a freaking mess. If that's not a Chop City type price action on the hourly, I don't know what is. That is a mess of a market. Expanding, I don't want to touch that one with a 50-foot stick. I don't know. Right in the middle. Let's zoom in the 5-minute. Is it any better? The 5-minute looks a lot cleaner if you're going to be scalping it, right? If you're scalping on the 5-minute, maybe there was a couple trades. I was looking at this breakdown in a sell-off before I got off air, fast markets. I locked myself out from fast markets, plus $4,500 or whatever it was. We sold off, immediately recovered, and it's just been a bit of a mess unless you're like scalping and maybe smaller time frames. And I think we're seeing more of that tonight. Tonight, the only thing I'm seeing is maybe higher lows, but maybe we come back up and break through, test some of these highs. That could be on the books. I don't want to really. It's tough, man. It's tough, everyone. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the news, shall we? Let's take a look at the news. Anything happening tonight? And then we'll switch over to the gold. Some news out of Japan, Bank of Japan. We have a Fed speaker. That was earlier. Yeah, let's look. We're going to be on May. Yeah, that's in the morning. Japan's tomorrow. There's nothing tonight. Just the G7 financial summit tonight. Lots of German news. Nothing much. I think U.S. continued unemployment claims. Maybe some PMI the following day. It's kind of a light week, to be honest. Unless we get like some Trump tweet, some Trump headline, tariff headline. That could always throw these markets off. But other than that, usually when it's quiet, the market would drift up and to the right. So maybe we see that, just a slow grind, choppiness, drift up and to the right. But let's move on to another market because gold's well, damn, gold was the trade of the day. I missed it. I'm upset that I missed it. Not this one. Chat, if you know, you know. I was pretty disappointed that I missed this gold trade. On the hourly chart, it was a beautiful, Aaron, you might appreciate this one today in the New York session. Hogan and I was looking for this nice breakout of this zone, and we were talking about getting long here, and we blink, and this market's just pushing higher and higher. But we're filling that gap. We're filling this gap that we have. So my main target for gold is going to be, let's see if we could get to these, 320s, which I could realistically see these 320s. Can we see it tonight? Can we see it? Well, maybe. That's what I'm looking for gold. The question is, how do we trade it? How do we get in? Is there going to be an opportunity to limit risk getting into a long somewhere? Huge push. We caught some lovely buys in the London stream too. Dakota kept talking about long gold, but never came back. I know. I got in a long gold. We had this flagging pattern, right? This is one heck of a definition of a flag, right? And then like, here's the flag pole. Beautiful. We got in long, in gold, and it didn't really play out while I was on air. But then you can see we broke it. And then tonight when we opened up, it just straight up. So I'm looking for pullbacks to buy gold. Pullbacks to buy gold for me. How do we get in? I'm going to watch it. We'll keep an eye on it. Do I have a YouTube channel? You're right here. This is my YouTube channel where I stream on slow markets and then I join fast markets. The only thing else other than this is my Twitter account, my Twix. The X. That's the only thing I have right there. That's the only social media you'll find me on outside of this. I don't like social media very much. I just got that Twitter or X, that Twix. I just got it fall of last year, so September. I don't have social media. I'm not one for that does it just for clicks or views or any of that. Just too much drama, too much ego, and yeah, it's always a mess. No gold for me. I was hoping to be able to scalp the downside. Volatility is too good. Let's split this up. I want to be able to watch both. Let's watch gold, and then let's watch the Nasdaq, and then we could do some Technical Tuesday stuff. Technical Tuesdays. Humans are the worst. Humans, when they are behind a keyboard, has a lot left to be desired. Big order is getting filled in gold, the current price. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Yeah, Technical Tuesday. Yeah. So what I want to do is maybe on Tuesdays we could do some more teaching. I mean, I'll answer some questions as we go through that. But and then maybe if you have something fun to share on the Twitterverse, you could share it, tag me, and I'll pull it up here on screen if it's appropriate, of course. But let's do Technical Tuesday. I'm going to watch gold over here on the right-hand side. Okay, this is gold. If there's a setup, I'm going to look to take it. But what I want to do from Technical Tuesday is I want to pull up a micro. These are micros. And I want to zoom into a 100 tick chart. And I'm going to just talk about technicals, the way that I view the market, the way that I see this market. And the same concepts apply on basically every time frame, right? Because the markets are fractal, and the same technicals that you put on like a 100 tick or a 1 minute could be the same as a 5 minute and an hourly and the daily. It's the same thing. So I'm going to go through this. So feel free to ask questions, tag something funny on Twix, and I'm going to turn a little bit of music on, and we'll have a good Technical Tuesday. Let me know if it's too loud. But let's get to it. So I have micros. The reason why I'm doing it here is because there's more volume on the micros and it goes quicker. So allow for some more technicals and talking through some technicals. I mean, technicals, price action, very similar, right? Can you use technicals and price action hand in hand? Are they interchangeable? Technicals could be a double top, support resistance, double bottom. So let's get to it. So right now, here's a good example. Music's too loud. I don't even have the music on. Yeah, there's the music. So anyway, you got me there. You got me there. Yeah, it should be at a good level. Anyway, let's get through this. I'm gonna do some technicals. Like I said, it is Technical Tuesday. That's why I'm calling Tuesdays. You don't need music? Well, you got it. You have music. How many contracts should I trade? All right, let's go through these technicals, then I'll get to some questions. I'm continuing to watch gold over here on the right-hand side. So, double bottom pattern, great example. Great example. Double bottom pattern is a reversal pattern where you kind of see a W, right? The market comes down, we make a pivot, we make it doesn't have to be higher, but it needs to be very close to equal, right? Very close to equal lows, and then we reverse. As soon as we break through this pivot, I look at it as confirmed. A lot of times I'd like for it to come back, retest the pivot, and then continue up. So that's a good example of a nice double bottom. And I'm going to continue to watch this market. And this is the Nasdaq micros. Right now what I'm seeing is there's resistance here at these 40s. A good breakout trade could very well be a breakout to that. The one thing I would be a little bit hesitant is there is some price action right there at these 43, 44. So maybe you could look to play a breakout trade if we do get above it. Head and shoulders might form. Or upside down head and shoulders, right? Here's a shoulder. Here is a head. And so maybe we would look for this market to retrace a little bit and form some type of a shoulder pattern and then break out. Right, so that's another example. You could also, I don't know this, no. I mean here on a higher time, zooming out, right? You could maybe even consider this to be a shoulder, this to be a head, and this to be a shoulder, right? Inverted head and shoulders, and then looking for this to be a neckline. And you could inverse your chart, Alt-I, you could see it a little cleaner, right? And now you'd look for it to break like that. Right? And Alt-I inverses charts if you have dyslexia or if you have an issue seeing bullish or bearish. So let's watch it. Looks like we didn't really get much of a pullback. I'll watch. I'll continue to do some technicals. Your autism is soothed. If we get one, yeah, if we get one, I don't know, we'll see it. You see how we came up? We rejected this. This is continuing to hold as resistance. I'm not going to trade this. I'm just going to talk about it, and I'm going to answer questions. This is Technical Tuesday. We watch these markets. If I see a trade, I'm going to take it on right now gold, but not here in the micros just because I want to go over technicals. No trade setup for me right now. No trade setup for me. I might take a micro trade. I might. You know what? Let's just set up. Why not? Go for it. I'm just gonna go for it. Right? Let's just go for it all the way. If I see a good setup, I'll take it. So I'm gonna have a 5-minute chart open. Oh, what a mess! What a mess on the 5-minute chart. But I'm gonna focus on this zoomed in and talk about technicals more. Okay, Technical Tuesdays. How I see the market, how I view the market. Over here on the 5-minute chart, there is one thing that is I talked about a moment ago, right? Higher lows, higher lows. This is bullish, and we have resistance. We have resistance in this zone, so this could be looked at as a wedge, right? And it could be looked at also as a bullish wedge, that we're making higher lows and equal highs. And so there could be a higher probability that if we do start to break through this resistance zone, there could be a good trade. Maybe we come back up and test those highs that I was referring to, these 470s. But then on the flip side, if we do start to break down through this resistance level, like if we do start to break down this trend line where we're making higher lows, and we start to break down, then there could be a trade to some lower targets. Ascending triangle, descending triangle, wedge. So with that in mind, so that's what I do. I like to do my analysis on that higher time frame, let's just say a 5-minute, and then I'll look for breadcrumbs. I call it breadcrumbs over here on the 100 tick, right? So I keep this in mind over here on the left and say, okay, 5-minute chart. I know what I'm looking for. We're making higher lows. I'm looking for a breakout. And then over here on this 100 tick chart, I do that same analysis, but now I have kind of a bias, kind of what I know what the market's doing. I understand, like, okay, we're making higher lows. If I'm looking for a breakout trade on the 5-minute, is there going to be some type of a setup I could see here on the 100 tick chart to get and trigger me into a trade, right? So, okay. Thinking. This is how I'm thinking in my head. Is I'm thinking, okay, higher highs. We're up at this level of resistance. If we do break through these 40s, then there's an opportunity to run up to those 70s, which is what it is. It's up here somewhere. So I'm looking at this zoomed in time frame, thinking about this higher time frame. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, everybody? And it doesn't matter if this is an hour. This would be a 5-minute chart, right? If this is an hour chart, I like to have this one a 5-minute. Since this is a 5-minute chart, I like to have this either a 1-minute or, for this example, and what I personally like is a 100 tick chart. So my setup, see how this overall setup is on a 5-minute chart. So the overall setup is on a 5-minute chart, right? A breakout, ascending triangle, wedge pattern. Even though the setup's on the 5-minute chart, I'm looking to trade on this 100 tick chart, right? So now that I'm seeing we failed to break out. Okay, so we failed to break out. So next thing I'm looking for is now a break of this trend. So right now I'm looking for the break of this trend. If we come back down and we start to break this trend, then I would like a trade to the downside. Maybe we come down and test 350s. Is that possible? Maybe test these 350s if we do break this wedging pattern. And now with that in mind, what I would look for is, okay, if we go down and we break that, I'm gonna do that. Or replicated. I don't want to replicate them. Okay, I'm just adjusting my drawing settings. There we go. So that's the trend line I'm looking at and I'm watching. So I'm looking at this pattern, watching this pattern, and let's look for a trade. Two trades could happen. A breakdown, and then I would look for a retest of 350s, or a breakout, and I could possibly look for a move up to these 470s. And now what I'll do on this 100 tick chart is I'd look for like the breadcrumbs. I don't know why I call it breadcrumbs. It just makes sense in my mind. Like, is there patterns over here on those 100 tick chart that could help me identify which way we're breaking? Like, which way is this market going? Are there any clues on the zoomed in chart that could help me identify which way we're going, right? Speaking about Google Maps, you know, you're looking at Google Maps and you're trying to find which way you're going. Well, first you want to zoom out and see what state you're in, right? This would be kind of like the state. Which state am I in? And then you zoom in and you start looking at which roads you're going to be taking in that state in order to get to your final destination. Clip that. Clip that. Where's the Nightbot? Can the Nightbot clip that? I should charge everybody $100 per session. I don't know, Lido. I don't know if Nightbot could clip it. Nightbot needs to make up some of its not putting the risk disclosure in there. Nightbot needs to at least clip something. Not for that salary, it won't. It's above its pay grade. Clipping videos, clipping is above its pay grade. It's a joke. It's a joke. Yep, it's not charged. Topstep allows me to do this for everybody here without charging. For free. I pissed it off. I pissed the Nightbot off. Pip. It's good to share ideas. Or you just watch. We just watch. Here's some things I'm watching. Okay. Here's some things I watch while I'm watching the 100 tick. Now, I don't explain this because it happens really fast. We're making lower highs and we're making lower lows. And so right now I'm going to look for this market to make another lower low. There's looking for this market to make another lower low. However, it's a little less likely because remember that double bottom? That double bottom I was referring to? We could possibly have just had one right here. There's a possible double bottom right there. What are breadcrumbs? Showing us an example. You're seeing it right here, right? Using a zoomed in chart to look for these little details. So here's one, right? Here's a higher low, right? Here's that little double bottom. Here's a higher low. And now let's see if we can actually push back up. Let's go see if we can come in. And remember, I'm doing this on a very, very zoomed in. You could do the same analysis. I do the same analysis on a 5 minute, an hour. Go see if we could take a look at this level. Higher low, double bottom, higher low. Right? It depends on which ones you're looking for. Well, we failed to break above that consolidation right here. So that's which way is this market going? How am I viewing these higher lows? How am I viewing these higher highs? What pivots are we looking at? There's a little bit of discretion on which pivots you want to look at. There's a lot of data. There's a lot of information to take into consideration when watching these markets. And that's why you say, Hoagie, it'll give you a heart attack watching these 100 tick chart. Comparing that to this 5 minute chart over here on the left. Yeah, breadcrumb is like a small signal triggering your entry into a bigger trade for precise timing. Boom. I love that. That is an amazing definition. I'm gonna save that. Where can I save that? I need to just put. I need a quote board. I need a freaking quote board. That is going on a quote board. All right, where's? I'm creating a quote board right now. I'm creating a quote board. Oh, look, we see we made a lower, right? Lower high, lower high, lower high, lower low, low lower. So now we're forming a lower low, and now this could be a signal right there. The break of that pivot could be a signal if I'm looking to get into a short for a break of the bigger move, right? So that's a breadcrumb, or you use that signal and trigger your entry to get into a short. All right, where's? Give me a second. I'm doing a quote board right here, right now. Hold up. Trying to set it up. I gotta get a quote board going. Okay, I am adding that. There we go. Thank you. Okay, it's official. I have a DBA Concepts quote board. Oh, the Nightbot. I'm over here doing quotes and gold's markets are freaking moving. What's going on here? I know. Okay, we'll switch to gold in a second. Okay, chat. Jesus. I'm over here screwing around with quote boards. Whatever. I got that. Well, that was a move in gold. Let's look at the Nasdaq. Nasdaq breaking down. I'm gonna break it down. Break support. You missed the 9 o'clock volatility goal again. Yeah, we were 2 minutes late. That volatility came right at the top of the hour, right? Yeah, right. Basically right there, right at the top of the hour. I think we still have until the 20s. I still think we have room to the upside. We could take a look at those 320s. Right at the hour, yeah. getting a retest. Woo, look at that. Look at that. And buy it. Being a little bit preemptive here. This is purely a breakout. We broke out, and now I'm looking for this thing to retest. Is that a correct stop loss, though? Do I want a wider stop? Or do I just want to bail now that we've rejected? I was looking for that to hold. I might just bail, chat. Go full? I'm going to bail. I'm going to bail. I could get back in it. I could easily get back in it. I'm bailing. What a candlestick. What a freaking candlestick that was. What's Nasdaq doing? Rejected that. Is that a bull trap? That is run a liquidity. Run a liquidity right there. That's a fake breakout, a fake out. Made the right decision by getting out early. Small loss. That should be. Look at this Nasdaq. We held this Nasdaq again. That's a good trade setup right there for the Nasdaq. I'm gonna get in. That's technically a 3-bar reversal for me. It's not going to let me in. Let's see if we get some type of pullback. That's a beautiful. This is a beautiful setup. This is a beautiful setup. We come down, reject that. We pushed up, and I'm just late. I'm late everywhere. I'm late. Late. What is going on? Gold's getting crazy. I need to find some more music. Mr. Late. Yeah, I'm getting back in. This is basically the same price, right? Same price. How's it trading tonight? It's so. It's okay. I've been late. Took one loss. One trade, one loser. I like this song. Just don't be late for your date. All right, gold. Let's keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop. Let's get it. Man, what a volatile. Gold's volatile. Yeah, I'm looking at this higher low. I want to see this continue to hold. I don't like that we rejected this again. I do not like this as a rejection again. That's no bueno. Let's see. I'm still watching this 5-minute chart. Yeah, we're going to reject. I'm going to get out of that one again. Minus $500 on these two trades here in gold. Lots of crazy price action. There's Nasdaq. Not really doing much. Gold has just been... failing to do both. Failing to do both. I'm going to get back into it. Okay, get back into it. Is this going to paper cut the heck out of me, chat? I'm considering having my stop all the way up down but I would rather have like 2 or 3 paper cuts of like $300, $300, $200 back and forth like this, rather than having just one big wide stop. For this example. I'm acting like a rookie, says the YouTube chat. Gold about to crash. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. I don't mind risk. Instead of risking 1,000 all in one trade, I'm taking smaller losses. You got paper cut till minus 2,000. Okay, that's it. 3 trades, 3 tries, nothing. Minus $900. This music brings bad luck. Okay, this one's called the Golden Hour. That is a failed breakout. Still in this consolidation. Sell gold now. Right in the middle of that retracement, or in this gap. Yeah, we rejected. That's looking a lot more bearish, chat. That rejection. Yep, we failed to find buyers. That is a bearish. Could easily see these 93s come back into play. Let's see what happens. Let's see how it's going to react. I'm not going to jump in short just yet. Hour still has a long way to go. Yep. We're just getting started. The wicks in gold are wicked. Long NQ. Yeah, look at this thing. One heck of a rejection. Break the neckline, go short. Is this the neckline? These 32.91 for you? Big round psychological number, 300. 3,300. The one thing I might consider is looking for this gold to get down to these 90s. It's possible. What's the Nas? Nas short incoming, says somebody. My long bias in gold is not gone. We'll see if there's an opportunity here in gold again. Price action's tricky now. Yeah, right at the top of the hour, we've seen this spike in volatility. You're down $66. I'm down 1,000 or 900. Yeah, I'm not gonna write. Yeah, 900. Let's call it what it is. Would that be considered losing the minimum? Risk management, taking losses, right? I had one winning trade last night for, you know, $4,500, $4,400. What, 2, 3 losing trades tonight for a total of 900. So my now everyone could see why my winning trade percentage is so low. A very low winning trade percentage. But the risk reward is higher. Nasdaq doing a whole lot of nothing. Gold trying to gain some steam. How do you handle losses? It's just another trade. Every trade is just a data point. Every trade is just a data point. Yeah, sucks that we didn't fill this. If we filled the 28s, that would have been the trade. Now there's nothing. Nothing yet. Nothing on the Nasdaq either. there was some opportunity there. I know chat caught a piece of it, right? There was that breakout trade, but you had to have been super fast. Just in and out. All right, let's get back in. We're gonna, I think below that pivot for a moment. Let's see. I still haven't built a position. It's still only been one contract at a time. If you've seen me trade during fast markets, I tried to build a position in gold and got smacked. I got up to 3 contracts. Didn't get up to 5. I would love to be able to build up a position up to 5, but I don't. Gold just might not let me. We'll see. Right there. Is this going to smack me again? Am I completely wrong, chat, on this? It's looking like I'm just so wrong. You prefer to be quick in and out? Two legs might bounce at your stop. Stop loss is a better entry. Do I realize I started my gold addiction today? Oh, yeah? Today was my gold addiction. Just to start. Plus 236, 150k passed. Great trade. Trading. All right, I'm in 2 now. Risking 1,000. I'm gonna go ahead and move it. I see that pivot right there. Let's see. Let's see how if I can build this position and trail my stop. I have my finger on the close button. This will be the final trade for me tonight, I think. The final trade. Is this a random line to you? Revax? It's DBA concept. You draw a random line and then you just buy or sell. This ain't it. This is an anxiety activator. All right, if this, I'll change it, and we could turn it down just a little bit. We could turn. There we go. Market don't care about this line. Well, apparently not. But if I draw a line like this, will it care about the line if I draw the line like this? Maybe? All right, let's add tight. That's not much of a difference between 1600 and 1300. And is that worth the change of risk? Is that worth the change of risk? $1,600 versus 1,300. No, let's just get out. Let's just get out. I could always get back in. I'm out. Market didn't care about that line. The line wasn't big enough. NQ selling off? Whoa, did you just see that in gold? And there it goes. There goes gold. Line didn't care. Market didn't care about my line. It was a rookie line. 100 contracts coming in, selling gold. Dragonfly. And that was it. We broke through that and double top. Double top. Look at that 1 hour chart, and we broke through that resistance that I was looking for. Or this was support. This is what I was looking for gold to hold. We didn't. We broke through it, and we might see a nice sell-off here in gold. Is Nasdaq selling off too? Nasdaq's not doing much. Don't want to draw these random lines. These random lines will trigger the chat. Oh, there's a big order at 415. Look at that big order. There we go. Big order, 415. Here in the Nasdaq. Let's see, let's check out that gold. It's going to recover now, isn't it? Man, this could be a viable dip. Check the 4 hour. I don't trade off the 4 hour. It's all fake to begin with. Who cares about the big orders? It's all fake. It's all fake. You're scaling into longs, golds. The only thing I would say is that could be valid. I want to see how price reacts here first. I still haven't built a freaking position. Do I have a full port? No. Nope. I'd build a position, but not just all full port, just a max size. No. Nasdaq continuing to sell off. That 200 contracts just sitting right at 415. All right, look at gold's holding. Gold's trying to hold this. All right, let's see if we could get it to hold this or not. I'm watching it carefully. Let's see if I could build this. Let's see if I could build a position, or are we going to continue to break down? This is going to be important. This 90, this little resistance. Nope, nope, nope. I just want one. We might not. If we continue to break down. The most I'll lose today is going to be 3,000. Right. Don't spam the chat. Are we going to spill further? I'm not liking it. Oh. Ooh, I have a teaser. I have a teaser for the chat. Okay, chat. What do you think about this? Hear me out. I might be considering doing something. I want to know chat's opinion. Maybe I could do a poll. Oh, I don't know. I can't do a poll right now. But okay, hear me out, chat. I can't do a poll right now, but I just want to see everyone's opinion. What if I go to a random city or a country and I only live off of my trading? What's your thoughts on that? Like, maybe I go to, I don't know. Let's say I fly to Washington, right? Washington or some place, as long as they have good internet, Maybe I get like Starlink or something, and then I could only live off of my trading. I'm not talking about, we're not making a decision, okay? Don't throw out locations. Just what's your thoughts on the idea? I can't read the chat. It's going too fast. Yeah, I could try and make a poll with gorillas. This, let's see. Wait, I can't remember my freaking passwords. It'd just be for a week, okay? It'd only be for a week. Okay, let's see if I can do this poll now. Okay, live off trading for 1 week. And I'm just gonna say, love it, like it, meh. There you go. There's a poll. And maybe 2 weeks. Maybe 2 weeks, right? It depends. I'm just saying 1 week for right now. There's the poll. Let's see it, chat. In the poll, if I go to a random location, and we're not talking location. Location doesn't matter right now, right? And I live off of what I trade. Well, it could be 2 weeks. I want to try it 1 week at first, maybe. Then maybe I could do 2 weeks, then a month. But it depends. Adobe's basement. Go on a cruise. Yeah, I don't know. I think there could be something awesome there. I think it's just gonna depend on the details. It's like, how am I gonna get there, right? Is that gonna be considered? Do I get like a one-way plane ticket, right? A one-way plane ticket, and then I have to figure out how to get back through my trading. But then what if I don't make any money for that week? If I don't make money for the week, am I just stuck there? Scott, yeah, I could live off trading on my primarily options, and yeah, I don't know, but narrowing it down to a week is different, right? I could say I live off trading over a longer period of time, but trying to isolate it down to a week is pretty extreme. How to connect with me? There's the Twitter. There's the Twix. Blindfolded drop off. Well, this isn't like Survivor, okay? Naked in trading? Naked, yeah, naked. Like naked and afraid. Yeah, here's Nasdaq getting a little bit of a bid. Yeah, something like that, right? Like where I deposit $25,000 in an account, and then anything above $25,000 is what I could use. If I'm below $25,000, I have to get, yeah, it has to stay above $25,000. Just something. I don't know. Like, the rules are to be determined. I'm just throwing out that idea. We're brainstorming here, okay? All right, let's see if gold can sustain these buyers. We're back up above these 90s. Can we see 300 again? I don't know. Just don't trade gold that week. Stick with the Nasdaq. Only 470 votes. There's that poll in the chat. Answer it. Yeah, where in the world is DBA? I'll be on like some remote island with Starlink trading the Nasdaq. Yeah, I like that idea, right? Donating to different places. Like, hey, yeah, I made $500 today. Any extra, I'll donate to wherever I'm at. I actually would love that now. Now, that's an amazing idea. If I'm, say I'm trading in a, I hesitate to say this, like a more poor country, and let's say I make more than what I need to just live off of my expenses, and I just donate the profits. I would love that. That should be, that's an amazing idea. Oh, 250, 295s. Let's go. Let's get it. Get it. Looking for 300s. Looking for that nice round 300 number. It's not over till it's over, chat. Come on, get up there. If not, this is... Looking for that nice round 300. I have my loss limit for the day at 3,000, right? Hey, Dakota, watch Ryan Living Off One Penny Serious. I think it's a great reference. Okay, yeah, Ryan Living Off a Penny. Yeah, I'm going to look into that because I think there could be something great there that I love to incorporate trading. Because I get this question a lot. Is, can you really trade for a living, right? And maybe, even though it's a week, I think it could be a good demonstration. I'm looking for a tax shelter. No. Man, it only got up to those 96s. Goog, yep. $25K base account value where I could deposit 25,000. Round trip, what you spend draws off the total, half profits. Yes, ideas like that, right? I just deposit $25,000. Whatever I spend, I could take it off my account balance and we go through it. I could keep track of everything, document it, talk about it. I'm going to trade gold, Bulbul. Let's get back up there. Come on. Do me good, gold. Make me fall in love with you. Ooh, truth. With a deep comment. Trading for a living is possible. It's living that gets in the way of trading. All right, let's get those. Let's get this. Come on, gold. Not Nasdaq. Gold. 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 Okay, I'm going to get one out right there at 0.6, 97.6. You can be my driver. Gold dinner tonight? No, I'm negative. I'm down tonight trading gold. I got 97.6. I closed my one contract right up there. I top ticked it. I didn't want to see that sell off. It's not what I want to see, chat. Man, this is a volatile market. Get back up there to those 97s. Still looking for 300. Give me a chance to close out one more contract and leave a runner on. Coach Hoop, tell gold to go up. Take me with you for an experiment. Almost anyways. Yeah, I'm not liking this hesitation again. All right, well, there's the poll. There's the poll. It looks like... Oh, let me end poll. There you go. That's what, I mean, over 80% at least like it. So yeah, I'll think about it. I'll think about it because it's a big commitment for me, okay? To be able to do that for a week. That's a big commitment on my end. What it looks like, how the whole setup is, where I'm going, how the rules, documenting it all. And then yeah, it's a big commitment on my end. But it's a start of a conversation. It could be start of something amazing. I extended trip. I went camping in the Tetons up in Idaho near Yellowstone. Take some fishing gear just in case I don't make money. I could just catch a fish. Just catch a fish because I can't make any money in the markets. Mike trades. I know. I want to do something fun like that. I think it would be amazing. Just take a camper trailer, drive a motorhome, and just live off the trading. Go from California, go from coast to coast in a motorhome, trading futures. That would be something else. That would be funny. Bali. I did that, Gilberto. There's the Twitterverse, Twix. What's my stop loss? It's right here on the screen. 292.5. I was looking for this market to get up to 3,300 even. I closed off one right there at 97.6. I top ticked that basically for my first take profit. I was in 3. Yeah, I can't handle driving. I would rather just have a one-way ticket somewhere or maybe a round trip, and I could only do whatever I make, spend whatever I make in the markets. Top of the hour, I might get it. Come on, Hoop. Push this market up for me. I heard you're a big gold trader. Come in, buy 100 at market. There we go. Come on. Maybe I trade like if I fly out there and I make like $3,000 the first night, and then I don't trade the rest of the week. I just enjoy it. It's like, yeah, I'm flying to Bali. Whatever I make, I could do. My first night, I make like 4,000, and then I just don't even trade the rest of the week. That's what I could do. Yeah. All right, push up. One more push up. Up into those 98s. 98, so I could get out of one more. Oh, it tagged 98. 98 even. All right, I'm not going to be... All right, let's... Come on. Find a little break. 92. Get 90. Okay, got 3. All right, trail this last one. We got the 99.5. 99.5, but not 300 even. Thank you, Hoop. I know you would do it for me. Okay, there's 300 even. 32,999. 0.99% pure gold. Like the undercover billionaire Grant Cardone. Okay, I'm just out. I'm out. Woo! What a market. What a freaking slow markets, chat. What a slow market. My daily loss limit is 3,000. I was down 2,000. I'm basically even. Wow. Well, chat. Ugh. Trade for pay? I don't know. Dude's obsessed. Now we do it again. We do it again. What? If being down $200 didn't feel good, that's as good as it gets. It's like, man, you feel good about being down $200? Yeah, you should have seen what it looked like 15 minutes ago. I was just about at my daily loss limit, 3,000. Yeah, I was down 2,000. At one point, I think my unrealized was down 2,700. Let's look. That's the beautiful thing about the internet. Right? We have this beautiful internet. Here, you guys. You guys are going to watch me watching me. All right? Chat, you guys, everyone gets to watch me watch me. Let's see. I was down. This is my personal journal, okay? This is my personal journal. I don't have to journal. It's all recorded online. Sounds kinky. All right. Let's see. Where was right there? That's my low. My day loss limit's 3,000. And that's 2,500 right there. 2,600. $2,700. And my daily loss limit was 3,000. So I was $300 away from my DLL. And it just ripped. Look at that. Hey, look, and there's me watching me watching me. Watching me. Watching you. So, 7 minutes left. Are those your brothers? Yeah. We're talking about twins. There's triplets. Where's Jack at? Oh, man. Oh, this is a good one. All right. Casey in the chat. Let's pull up the hashtag slow markets. I'm headed to the convention to talk about DBA concepts. That's a good one. I don't know if you're still here. It looks like it was done an hour ago. I've just noticed it 42 minutes ago. I love that. Stop boxing. Too many blows to the head. I actually threw up today at the gym. I threw up today at the gym. Just, I just was not feeling it. DBA Golden Bullet. Yeah, that was tonight's concept, everybody. Called the DBA concepts, DBA Golden Bullet, because we're trading gold. And we did a little bit of a technical Tuesday. Gold still pushing. What a rally off that bottom. Just, woo. That was like my P&L. That was. Your dad played the defensive line in football? Too many blows to the head, all kinds. Should have left a runner. Should have left a runner. We haven't hit that 300 level yet. 3,300 evens. I'm happy. I'm out. Who throws up the gym? Me. When you run 3 miles and then do 1 hour of boxing and then try and spar, and you're stupid and you just push your body too much. If you're not throwing up the gym, you're either, yeah. I think my big issue was we hit 3,300 right there. My big issue was I drank too much water in between my breaks. I just had way too much water. Look at gold pumping now. Dakota, when I look at charts, how far back do I look? It depends on the time frame. If I look at the hourly, I don't look too far back, right? I might look at 2-3 days, right? If I look at the hour, I'll probably look back. Well, that's about a week, right? So I'll look at this. This is relevant to me. So you could say a week, 2-3 weeks on the hourly chart. I'll zoom in, that nice gold breakout trade. But then if I'm looking at the daily, right? If you look at the daily, you're going to look a lot further back. Then if you're looking at the 5 minute, you're not going to look very far back, maybe a week, and then you zoomed in. So it depends. It all depends. There we go. What's going on with the Nasdaq? A whole lot of nothing, chat. Robert says, that's because you're thick and don't listen? Explain that for me, please. I need to understand what that means. We're filling that gap now. You just grabbed your bag and went home, Richard? Told you top of the hour. Well, we're not there yet at the top of the hour, are we? We still have 2 minutes. Is this who's shorting this? Please explain how I am dumb. Thick means dumb in British slang. Thick has a few different meanings. Semantics, close enough. Do I ever check crude? I've stopped looking at crude. I'm primarily focused. I narrowed my focus to Nasdaq and gold. You know, do I have a picture of my monitor? I do. I have a picture of my setup somewhere. I need to be better at organizing my crap. Yeah, I need to be better at organizing all my stuff. Let's see. I have a bad habit of just deleting pictures. Like, I had a picture, and then I freaking just deleted it. I need to organize it a lot better, or just have someone organize it for me. I thought I did. Where's my phone? I'll get a few pictures one of these nights. I'll organize. I'll be a lot more organized, I think, because sometimes I'll take a screenshot and I'm not one for pictures. Yeah, I need to organize this crap a lot. Yeah. I'm so unorganized when it comes to pictures or any of that stuff. But then when it comes to my trading, that's a different story. I should have just got in short. I should have just got in short when I said it. Who's shorting this? So, I think that's it, chat. That's it. What a freaking class. What a class. What a technical Tuesday. Down $2,700. $300 away from the daily loss limit. Right back up. Finishing this session minus 227. So, I'm going to leave it there. And instead of the outro, I'm just going to go ahead and hit the intro again. We're going to do a double intro tonight. So you get the intro for the outro. Just because I want to see it again. Goodbye, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Power Hour. Me, David Green. Going to be a fun one.